See, it is by way of freedom that all evil comes into the world. Remember we talked about evil needing, the opposites needing each other? Every act of evil celebrates good. Every act of evil celebrates the sovereignty of good because the real good is the freedom by which I can flaunt all moral rules. We've got a moral universe. People say there's a God. Only a good God could make you free enough to flaunt all his rules, to speak in Christian language. Now, follow this. Some people have made this a proof of God in the philosophical sense. If only a good God, only a spirit that is goodly in its core, could ever bestow us the foundational freedom to do evil, to flaunt truth, to murder mankind, right? To do anything that is immoral. You're free to do it. So freedom then is what we need to build our altars to. But it's a very strange phenomenon we don't understand very correctly. So that means that every evil that is done actually points to the greatest good that there is, which is freedom. And just because freedom is constantly misused by other people doesn't change this essential philosophical fact. But where are the altars to freedom? You see, so the good and the evil are when these non-dualists and these other people say, "Oh, there's no such phenomena." You want to bet? As long as you're free, there will always be good and evil. But ultimately, it's a positive story because it means then that only a goodly God, right, so to speak, would ever, ever, ever rule the cosmos to give people the freedom to flaunt every one of the edicts of that force. And people really need to contemplate that. And then every time they see evil in the world, to understand it aright. There's something very extraordinary about goodness and truth, and we haven't studied it. These are tenets of the Western magical tradition, mystical tradition that have not been shared. If every child was brought up to understand this point that Immanuel Kant and Schelling, and others worked on, if every child was instructed upon this, what do you think would be their view of reality and the cosmos